We should be live in 5. Stream should be coming through. Come on now. Alright, hello everyone, this is Venom with WHL Entertainment, and it is Friday night, which means it's normally when I'll do my news segment. Got a couple of announcements. I'm not going to be doing any news today. Instead, I guess really the main big announcement, I'm decided instead of doing the Friday night news, to just kind of go back to doing the Friday night chill stream where I just kind of play whatever, just ate dinner. Just kind of relax after I get off work, play whatever it is that I'm playing that week, whether it be Empyrean or Ark or Minecraft, whatever I happen to be playing that week, and just kind of chill out and talk to you guys. But I don't want to give up the actual news segments. I do like going over the gaming news, and a lot of it is fairly interesting, especially kind of seeing how mainstream just news, society, culture in general kind of sees a lot of gaming, kind of seeing it push more and more to that mainstream has been pretty interesting, honestly. But instead I'm going to kind of, I guess not even do what other YouTubers are doing. I'm basically just going to cut up all the stories into main actual edited videos and actual created content instead of just doing, the half an hour to an hour of news during the week, because there's so much gaming news that comes out. I'd like to be able to spend a bit more time on each story. Like right now there's a story out where I guess people are freaking out that Ninja got paid apparently by $1 million to play Apex Legends, or essentially to promote Apex Legends, and people are freaking out like, I'm out of focus here. Hey, that's so much money to play a game or to, promote this game. But then you look at something like Hollywood, they're paying millions and millions of dollars and tens of millions of dollars to advertise their movies, and a lot of times they don't make money back or are lucky to break even. And it's not nearly, the movie industry doesn't make nearly as much money as gaming, for example. Even that in and of itself, the fact that gaming is many times more profitable and many times more of a profitable industry than Hollywood is, and movies are, and even music, even combined. That right there kind of makes it worthy to be, talked about in mainstream culture. But for the most part, I kind of want to spend more time on these news stories and kind of put out content with a bit more production value. So I still want to do my streams throughout the week, but I do want to actually start cutting these news videos. Also because I want to put a bit more research and time into them too. When I'm streaming, it's cool to have somebody, I usually have Jami, or Jami from Jami Just Playing, or I have Renegade from Street Poetics Entertainment LLC on. They'll, not really my co-host, but usually guests that are on fairly often. And I do kind of like to get their takes and opinions on certain things happening in the gaming sphere. But like I said, I want to actually do more content with a bit more production value in it. I know you guys can usually hear a bit of a hum in the background. It's usually my AC or fan. But when I actually cut content and actually make edited videos, I can actually edit that out or turn off whatever I need to and do a bit more research and have a bit better sources and dive down deeper into these subjects. There's a lot of things that kind of pop into my mind throughout the week, and I kind of have a lot I want to say on certain subjects, especially when it comes to gaming. But that's what we do here is gaming. But I don't have that kind of time when I'm doing a live stream. I've got 3 or 4 stories right now that I could talk about for about an hour each, and I'd have to cut those into 15-minute segments if I were to just live stream them. So I'm thinking instead of doing that, instead of doing the Friday night news stream, I'm going to just go ahead and start putting out actual cut edited content. I used to do that before. Got kind of time consuming. I got necessarily a bit more time now, but I'm a lot better at it. I'm a lot faster. I got more experience doing it. I'm on more of a schedule now, so I've been streaming on a fairly regular basis, except when I was, extremely super tired. I just needed a little time to just kind of chill out. But getting back into that schedule, the swing of things, doing that. I'm not going to stop the actual live streaming for gaming. I'm still going to try to get that done 2 to 3 times a week. I still try to do my regular game live streams Mondays and Wednesdays still. try to do my Friday night chill streams. I'm just streaming whatever game I'm playing. Normally throughout the week, if I'm playing games, I have stuff that I'm planning to do during those days. If you watched yesterday, I actually planned 2 raid bases with Jami and Empyrean. That's what we ended up doing. So I know what I'm doing beforehand usually, unless we're coming to like the end of a game. Like when we finished up our playthrough of Subnautica, I didn't really know what I wanted to do afterwards. You know, Subnautica, the playthrough took up quite a bit of our time. You know, it was fun to do, and I do like doing that, actually dedicating time to games during the stream. So I don't want to give up the streams, but I guess I'm just adding in additional content is what it is. As far as the news thing, I feel like that deserves more time than I've been giving it just on the Friday nights. I mean, it's fairly easy to do when I'm just live streaming, you know, hey, here's what happened during the week, but there's so much stuff going on that segment deserves a lot more time, and I think it deserves a bit more production value in there. So we're going to start doing that. So, yeah, there's not going to be a news segment tonight. I'm actually going to start working on some videos I'm editing right now, getting together some stories. I'm not going to try to bring up anything that's too old. I'm trying to keep it relevant as I start doing this again, but there's always more gaming news out there. There's also always a lot of news that's fairly common. I mean, whenever we hear about big games or big companies like EA doing something crazy, or you know, how well Apex is doing, or what people like Ninja are doing, or any controversy going on, you hear about a lot of that. I'm going to try to bring some more of the smaller stories as well. For example, there were some stories that involved politics not too long ago in gaming, politics bleeding over into gaming as far as regulation. Didn't hear anybody talk about that at the time. It ended up kind of getting a bit bigger, and actually ended up blowing up into the loot box controversy, or kind of spring from that. I'd actually had a news story. I think I actually have it on the channel. I might have actually done a story about it. I just wish I spent more time on it. But politicians were actually looking to kind of regulate loot boxes and gaming a little bit more when it came to the gambling aspect of it. That was something that was kind of going on behind the scenes, or was kind of low-key before the loot box thing really just blew up. And of course, when, you know, loot box issues happens, thank you, I think it was Battlefront 2, that made the whole thing blow up right there. So good job. But like I said, I want to dedicate a bit more time to that, so I'm gonna get editing videos. So next week, I believe, is when I'm gonna start putting these out. It'll be, like I said, it'll still be me. It'll still be me in the studio in this seat, but I'll spend more time and to not only edit out the videos, but to do a bit more research so I can give you guys more information. So that's what's going on this week. Like I said, I'm going to chill out tonight. Try to bring you guys some more content next week. I will probably be streaming Apex this weekend. Don't know why it was crashing on Wednesday. We'll see if I can get it to work without crashing. It seemed to be some conflict with OBS and Apex, or not OBS, but having YouTube, OBS, and Apex playing at the same time. For some reason, Apex was crashing, so I played without those two going and had no issues. I don't know, it could just be my computer, we'll see. But that's going to do it. Like I said, just kind of announcements for what I have coming up for the channel. Like I said, I do want to start growing and expanding, and that means upping the production and the value of what I'm giving. I know, sorry, I really did see that I'm burping here. I know you guys watch me. I know you guys like hanging out. I love hanging out with you guys, but I think it's time to grow our community and for me to actually start giving you guys a bit of a better product than what I'm giving you right now, or at the very least expand upon that. Right now I'm giving you guys live streaming. I'm giving you guys a bit of gaming news. Let's take that a little bit further. Keep what we have so far, but expand a bit more on that gaming news. So we're going to do that. Other than that, that's going to do it for me for today. Stay tuned for hopefully some great things. Check me out this weekend. I will be streaming. Don't know when, unfortunately. It's probably just going to be when I wake up. So I'm not going to have a set schedule this weekend, but starting next week, like I said, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, normal stream times. And I'll try to get you guys videos. Going to try to do it at least twice a week, but I'm pushing to try and do it every day. There's stories coming out every day. There's no reason I can't cover them. It doesn't take me long to record them. I've got more experience doing it now. I should be able to knock these out pretty quick. So, other than that, thank you all for coming by, and I will see you all later.